is in a sorry state and needs urgent action. Everybody acknowledges the problem, but barely a few have an interest in tackling it. The rich and the middle classes send their children abroad and have no interest in the country's higher education. You opt out of the system. The poor can barely send their children to any university, let alone a foreign university. The result is total inertia, complete absence of political pressure on the government to do something about higher education. And in this situation, private universities can provide part of the answer. They can be imaginative, innovative, experimental, open to collaboration with Indian and foreign universities, willing to allocate resources to disciplines and areas that are likely to yield results, and train their faculty to international standards. Selecting their faculty, sending them abroad for training, or sending them to important centers in our own country. By doing that, they can show by example what the state and other Indian universities at their best are capable of doing. You who are graduating today belong to the privileged few, having been products of a private university and of an excellent education. And you will go on to play an important role in your chosen area. In that area, you will be expected to show your capacity for analytical and critical thinking, as well as the capacity to conduct yourself in an honest and honorable manner. This is not going to be easy. In our country, corruption in different forms has spread like cancer to all areas of our body politic. And it arises from many sources. It's not easy to identify the source. I can think of 12 different reasons why corruption takes place. It is one way of asserting your power over another. In a caste system, the inferior caste assert their power over superior caste by engaging in corruption, getting someone to pay. Or it's a perk of one's office. Or in a boring, routinized world, it's an adventure, a way of getting away. It's a way of mocking the other person's power. A man looking smart in a suit, you can twist his arm, you can get him to pay a small amount by way of corruption. In other words, corruption has many sources, not a simple one like needing money. In fact, corruption is never done just to make money. It's done to assert power. It's a form of power. So, because it has so many sources, it is not easy to tackle. And your role in that context is going to be of critical importance. There will be pressures on you to cut corners, to bend rules, to cheat, to lie, and you will have to find the resources to resist this temptation. The inspiring pledge that Tejalman has just administered to you commits you to upholding moral values and walking the righteous path. Although pledges by themselves may sometimes mean little, they do help at critical times and alert us to the promises we have made and the things we have sworn never to do. I hope you will see the pledge as a moral rock, or at least as an anchor, and use it to give you strength in those dark times when the temptation beckons you. But there is also another resource that can help you to resist the temptation. The habit of analytical and critical thinking has moral side effects. It's not merely an intellectual achievement. Capacity for critical thinking also is a moral achievement. It enables us to examine our lives, see them as they are, and feel guilty if we are found to have done something wrong. Socrates, the great Greek philosopher, had a reputation for always acting righteously. When he was asked how he acquired such a character, he attributed this to his capacity for critical thinking. At the end of the day, he said, he would go home, put his feet up, critically review his actions, conduct a silent dialogue with himself, disapprove of those things he had done wrongly, and resolve never to do again. This habit of constant self-examination and self-criticism was, he said, his best guarantee against wrongdoing. Your university education has hopefully given you this capacity, and that is one of your best defenses against walking the unrighteous path or acting selfishly or without concern for others. I wish each of you a rich and rewarding career in your area of endeavor. The world you are about to enter is both good and evil, both exhilarating and frustrating, full of both opportunities and challenges. It will test your patience and ability to resist temptations to the utmost. I sincerely hope that you will pass the test and do yourself, your family, and your university proud. You would not be able to do it all the time, because we are all human and hence fallible. But if you can do it most of the time, resist the temptation most of the time, you would have done well enough to be worthy products of this fine university. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us with your scholarly critique and thought-provoking ideas. We appreciate your sharing them with us. Thank you once again. I request everyone to please rise now for the national anthem, which will be followed by the closing of the convocation. Closing goes. I request you all to please take your seats again. Thank you. I request.
By the power vested upon me by the Board of Governors, I now declare the Convocation 2016 closed.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations and all the best once again to all our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession will now depart, following which we welcome our guests, graduates, as well as their families and friends to join us for dinner at the university building. All guests are requested to please remain seated till the procession departs. The order of the procession as they now depart is the Provost, President and Chief Guest, Board of Governors and Board of Management, Deans and Principals,